Data model design conversation. The data model is the foundation of your entire Salesforce implementation. Get it right, and reports work, automation works, integration work, and the system scales. Get it wrong, and you will be re-platforming in 18 months. Today we'll cover standard object decision, custom object decision, field level details, picklist, sharing and security, ERD, and migration planning. Why data model matters? Two outcomes again. Get it right, reports work, automation works, integration work, future scales. Get it wrong, reports lie, records duplicate, integration breaks, you re-platform in 18 months. The data model is the foundation. Every other decision resets on it. And here is the painful truth. Most data model mistakes are invisible at go live and brutal 6 months later when bad data has accumulated and reports start contradicting themselves. For every standard object, decide, use, customize, or skip. Lead, use plus customize. Account, use. Contact, use. Opportunity, use plus customize. This is where most customization happens. Quote, use. Consider CPQ if pricing is complex. Contract, use if you formalize agreements. Be deliberate about this. Using an object you don't need adds clutter. Skipping one you should use creates duplicate concept. The discipline is choose intentionally for every object. This is the master data model prompt. We brief Claude on TechCop B2B SaaS, 500 employees, selling enterprise and mid-market, tracking lead to cash, forecasting, pricing, territories. We ask for four things: standard objects to use with purpose and critical fields, custom objects needed with name, purpose, parent relationship, expected volume, sharing model, key fields per object with type, required or optional, validation and rational, relationship with cardinality and any junction object. Verify standard objects and fields in actual Salesforce documentation before committing. Let's see this in action. Let's copy this prompt. Let's look at a sample custom object territory assignment. Its purpose is to track which sales rep owns which geography territories with effective date, backup refs, and override rules. Parent is account, lookup, not master detail, sharing public read write, 6 key field, territory name as a text field, sales rep as a user lookup, backup rep as a user lookup, region as a pick list, effective start date as a date, priority rank as a number, plus a verify flag, confirm territory management V2 isn't a better fit. Always evaluate the native option before building custom. Field level deep dive prompt. For each custom object, go deep on fields. The prompt asks for 13 things per field: business name, suggested API name with the double underscore convention, field type with parameters like text 80 or number 8, 2, required yes or no, default value if any, validation rule logic, help text user facing, description admin facing, PII flag with type, audit requirement, field level security recommendation, and reportability needs. Output is spreadsheet ready table Then you validate every field type in actual Salesforce setup before committing. The next is the Picklist value prompt. Picklist shape data quality more than people realize. We asked Claude to design Picklist value for 6 fields: opportunity stage, standard but customized, lead source, tech corp specific, account tier, enterprise, mid-market, SMB, industry with standard values to use, lead status, territory region for each, recommend values in sort order, default values, close one, and loss mapping where applicable, probability, percent for stage, restricted pick list or not, multi-select versus single select, cross-check against industry standard for B2B SaaS. These are well established. The next one is sharing a security prompt. Sharing model design upfront, not later. For each object, set the OWD or by default, public read write, public read only, private or controlled by parent. Decide role hierarchy use. Define sharing rules needed. Decide if manual sharing is allowed. Determine if Apex sharing is needed. Roles for Tech Corp, VP sales at top, sales manager below, senior reps by tier, sales rep by tier, STR, RevOps, marketing read only, profiles versus permission set, base profile per persona, permission sets for additive access, verify options in actual org. ERD via Mermaid, the entity relationship diagram in Mermaid syntax. Account has many opportunities. Account has many contacts. Opportunity has many codes. Account is mapped to many territory assignment. User owns many territory assignment. Opportunity requires many code approval. Paste the Mermaid into mermaid.live and you have a clean ERD. Stakeholder understand the model in 30 seconds versus 30 minutes of starting a schema builder screenshot. Data migration consideration prompt. Data migration is where project type, inventory, your sources, account may come from HubSpot CRM, contact from HubSpot and Outlook, open opportunities from spreadsheet, historical wins and losses, 2-year history, product from your internal pricing tool. For each source, estimate record count, data quality concern, field mapping required, reuse strategy, required transformation, migration tool, whether data loader or MuleSoft or custom, and rollback plan. Output a migration plan plus risk assessment. Verify data loader capabilities and limits in current documentation. There are 8 mistakes that you can make in data model. Custom objects when standard objects work. Standard objects post when custom would fit better. Wrong master detail versus lookup decision. Pick list with too many values, usability and reporting suffer. Missing field value, security is a compliance risk. No sharing, model design upfront, chaos later. Skipping data quality rules, garbage in, garbage out. And no migration plan until late in the project guarantees delay. Each one compounds. Avoid all 8 and your foundation is rock solid. There are 8 action items. Save the master data model prompt, field level deep dive, sharing and security, ERD and migration prompt, design TechCorp data model end to end, generate the ERD via mermaid.live, and validate every recommendation in your DevOps. That last step is what makes a data model real. Without DevOps validation, you are guessing even with Claude's help.